My hands fast. I go to sleep fast. Too goddamn fast. I do everything fast, goddammit. Ask my girlfriends. I can't take it.
Yeah, can you give me a combo?
So soon.
Set it up, gotta set it up.
You didn't even see that one. Oh shit. See I dropped that body shot? It was a body shot? He trying to come after me. Pull. Out.
Show us some of that unpredictable offense that everybody talks about when it comes to their college.
You want to see the unpredictable shit? That's what you're gonna see. You're gonna see an ass whooping. Unpredictability. Jab, jab.
Get some right here, Blair.
The next major attraction out of Wild Card Stable. The next big billion-dollar performer, Blair, in a fucking boxing gym. That goes to show you how much of a bad motherfucker I really am. People fucking hid me for years in Philly. That's why I went on a fucking 3-year layoff in Philly. Because I didn't want to deal with the promoters and the fucking people that was dealing with Philly and like how they just ruin people. These broke ass people that want to fucking just ruin people's career. You know what I mean? Fight them all tough and then throw them away. Because I didn't want to fucking buy out and be like that with them. They shunned me for years. And that's why you never heard from me for years. But people like Ennis people like Ennis prayed for me to die. They prayed for me in my downfall. Why? Because then they can be great. I'm sorry. It's not over yet. It's not over. Blair is still here, still young, still ready. And even though I go through my trials and tribulations in the ring, I ain't got a million fucking easy fights. I ain't built up with 20 easy fights and just easy quick knockouts to get me cool and collected inside the ring. No, I'm learning right on the struggle. I'm learning against the wall, fighting other undefeated fighters. We can't say that about Ennis yet. And when we make it real uncomfortable, guess what? We not in Philly no more. We in Vegas. Let's get it. MGM Grand. Right here. Let's get it. Let's see if he's real. Let's see if he can take the great one. Because there's a difference between being good and being great. People get this shit misunderstood. You ain't great until you face opposition. You ain't great until you face opposition. You ain't shit until you face opposition. I've been knocked down. I got back up to win. Not only win, but knock this motherfucker out. Can we say that about Ennis? Can we say that about Ortiz? Can we say that about any of these young fighters that's just taking easy fights? I want to protect my O. Fuck your O. Boxing is tired of this shit. And because boxing's tired, the great one must arrive. Never fear. Blair is here. Woo!
Is this energy because you felt disrespected by the way that they kind of looks like they shined you on while you were talking? Did you feel disrespected at that time?
No, because I look forward to the haters. I look forward to people saying that I'm not great. I look forward to people saying that I can't do it and I must not do it. There's no possible way that I could possibly be that good. I love it when people say that shit. Because guess what? The only person that really got the power and to say so is God. And because God's with me, nobody can be against me. Nobody.
Do you think he takes you serious there because he called you a wrestler during the confrontation? He's kind of just saying that you're like which energy that you bring.
He didn't say it. His father said it. And because I strike fear into people like his father because they know me. They seen me in the trenches. They seen me in the struggle. They seen me fucking homeless. out here hurt and still putting on major fights, destroying everybody in the ring, everybody in sparring. There was a big time, a very big gap. When I first turned pro, that I couldn't even get sparring. I couldn't get nobody to get in the ring with me. Nobody. So then we have Ennis. So the fuck what? We have Ennis. He ain't fighting nobody that's real. You know what I'm saying? We have all these fucking fighters that's building up to the, like up the ladder, fighting nobody. Fighting old people that can't fight for themselves. Fighting people that already believe that they're gonna lose before they get in the ring. I'm fighting people that believe that they can beat me. Alexis Rocha believes he can beat me. This is going to be a better fight and a bigger fight than Ortiz ever had. This is going to be a bigger and a better fight than fucking Ennis ever had already. Because let them go against him and some old shit like that, they're not going to come with that kind of intensity. People believe that they can beat me. So you get to see the best in these fighters. When you fight me, I'm expecting your best. And I'm expecting to go through some adversity and overcome. You know why? Because I believe what God have given me have made me what I am. Great.
You've been highly critical of Errol Spence Jr. Where does that criticism come from?
The fact that he's afraid. He's afraid. Yeah, he has all the belts. He's afraid of Terrence Crawford. He's afraid of Terrence Crawford. What was making that fight so long? He waited so long that he became devastated. If you don't do what's right, you will be cursed. And guess what happens? We don't see him fight for anything for a long time. One injury after the next. Car injury, this injury, eye injury. He missed the fucking opportunity to beat fucking Manny Pacquiao. What now? He's a coward. And I don't respect cowards. I know he's a good fighter, but he's a coward. And he ruined boxing.
You said that he's going to lose against Ugas. What is there that you see in him that looks like he's going to drop the unification bout versus Ugas?
Because I can see it already in his eyes. You think I can't see it?
What do you see?
You think I can't see what Alexis Rocha looked like when I look him in his eyes? You think I don't know what's happening with Errol Spence? Mentally, spiritually? It's all over his face. And when I look him in his eyes, I don't see a winner. I don't see a victorious winner in what he's going through. Everybody's going through it. Struggles, trials, tribulations. I don't see it from him.
What do you think about the mental health thing? Do you think that's being overplayed by athletes, or is it it's fair? It's a real thing.
Mental illness is serious. Mental health is one of the most serious things that always needs to be talked about, because it's not talked about enough when it comes to men. Men, real men like me and you. We come out here and we're fighting for our lives each day. You don't have to be a fighter like me to be fighting. People are going through all kinds of stuff, but yeah, we got feminists. We got this, we got that that's going against the grain of just saying that we're just the worst kind of people in the world. That's bullshit. When we lose everything. The moment things don't go right, we lose everything. We lose our kids. We lose our freedom. We lose our respect. You know what I'm saying? Just for going through basic problems that everybody else goes through. Men have to be perfect, right? Is that what it is? Men have to be perfect. We can't be hurting. We get hurt and fucking go through some real shit and need to cry out for help, and they make a meme out of it. You know what I mean? They make a fucking meme out of you. Oh, poor Kanye West. You know what I mean? Poor this guy, poor that guy. They make a meme out of your ass. Mental health is serious, and it needs to be taken serious. You know what I'm saying? We need God in our life.
Do you think Ryan Garcia did the right thing?
We talked earlier about mental health. Can you shed some light on some of the things that are in the recesses of a fighter's mind? When you're at home, I know that boxing is a particularly physically and mentally demanding sport. Can you let us know about some of the feelings that are inside of your mind as a prize fighter?
It's kind of hard to talk about what I'm going through mentally as a fighter, because I'm a fighter that has a very powerful influence called God that dictates what I'm doing, and I don't have fear in my heart, but I can see what people go through. I can imagine what all of these fighters are going through. I can imagine what Alexis Rocha is going through in his head. He might not win this fight. Matter of fact, it's almost a guarantee that you're not going to win this fight. Wasn't an accident signing this contract. I thought he wasn't training, but what if he's training? What if he's better than he was last time? He just did this to the last fighter that I fought, and I had a horrible fight with him. There's a lot of things going through his mind. You know, when I go up to him and I see him, I'm gonna let him know. Thank you, but you made a mistake. Thank you very much for being that stupid to fight Blair the Flair. Why? Because you gave Blair the Flair an opportunity to be great. Once again, just like all those others. Caribbean, thank you. You made an accident. You made a mistake. Now you must pay. Alexis Rocha, now you must pay.
Blair, obviously Vergil's the main event victory. Is that a fight you're gonna try to push for, being that it's one of the easier ones to make because you guys are in the same stable and everything?
I'm just tired of like even being like this is the first time I was a co-main event. But in every fight that I fight, I'm the main attraction. The main attraction. We don't, like when you turn on the news right after the fight, you don't see the main event. People don't care about what happened. They just care about who's Blair the Flair. After this fight, look on the news. Blair the Flair's story is going to be there. And then once again, it's going to prove that Blair the Flair is the one that we should be looking at. I'm tired of even like playing these games. I don't even care to fight Vergil Ortiz. He haven't really fought anybody. And then like once I beat him, it'd be like, okay, but he never fought nobody, so who are you? I'm tired of these type of fights. Because like I am proving myself over and over and over again. Over and over and over again. You know what I mean? Like, how many real tests have Ortiz been through? That like people actually thought that he was gonna lose. I've been through that shit so much, it's ridiculous.
What do you make of the disqualifying comments that kind of have been circling around in boxing, where one fighter of a particular skill set or status can simply look at a guy in your position and just say, he's a nobody. I don't have to fight him because he hasn't fought anybody else. What are your sentiments toward that sort of attitude?
Most of these fighters that are saying that aren't fighting anybody. You know what I mean? We haven't seen any real fighters out there because boxing has become this thing where as though it's more business oriented than like oriented in other ways when it comes to entertainment and sport. Look, if this was a sport, the best would be the best, period, hands down. I would have a whole lot more fights and I would have proven myself way more. And people like Ennis and Vergil would have to actually fight somebody instead of lightly treading along and fighting just certain fights that get them qualified for like a ranking. I just want to see better. I want to see better, and boxing wants to see better. And you know who else wants to see better? The people. And that's why I'm here.
Let me shift gears here for a second. From the Ukraine with Vasily Lomachenko, Usyk, and the Klitschko brothers going back to defend their homeland. Let me get your thoughts on the bravery of that foursome. Tell me what you think about that.
My heart goes out with everybody that's going through the trials and tribulations of war in the Ukraine. That is nothing to play with. And part of my proceeds of my fight, from my hands, from my own pocket, is going to the relief of these people in Ukraine. It is serious what's going on in politics, and it's a shame that the people that's in entertainment have to be quiet about what's happening with the government, what's happening with politics. We just have to be quiet. We just have to be quiet, don't we? Because we can't possibly let another Muhammad Ali come to power. Blair the Flair's here. And I'm not afraid to stand for what's right.
Blair, what is this, or is it just he's one of the contenders that in your weight class and that's what it is?
Well, honestly, I really don't hold no ill feelings. I'm proud of him for doing his thing. But at the end of the day, like, boxing and the titles and all this stuff, imagine it like this. We're at a table eating a Thanksgiving feast. Now the thing is, everybody can eat. Everybody can eat. I guarantee you, you're gonna eat. Everybody's gonna eat. But there's a problem with that. We can't all eat at the same time. So, then you have people that are sitting here waiting, hungry, starving. And then you have old fighters that sat around at the table, did not retire, and just waited and waited and ate and ate and ate. And eventually somebody will come up behind them, snatch that seat from up under them, push them to the side, and get to eating. And then you have young fighters like Ennis and myself that's been hungry. And the people that's more hungry than ever are the ones that are starved out a little bit. They've been there for a long time waiting patiently to eat. And then that seat opens up. And when that seat opens up, you have Ennis that says, "Oh, that's my seat." And I'm like, "Nah, young boy, nah. It's not your time yet." See, I didn't die. I didn't die from being starved out. I didn't die from the poverty and the depression and the anxiety. I didn't die from homelessness. I'm sorry, but it's my time to eat. So you're gonna step aside, or I'm gonna knock your ass off and eat. But when it's time for you to eat, it's gonna be time for you to eat. Do I think Ennis' time is coming? Absolutely. But Blair the Flair is here. And it's Blair the Flair's time right now.
Would you support a tournament of you young up-and-coming contenders at 147 to see who should get the next title shot? Would you support that?
I think I would support a title, a tournament to fight me, because I already been through it. I would support a tournament to fight Blair the Flair. When Blair the Flair gets to the top of the league, I would support a tournament to fight Blair the Flair. Why? Because I already been through the fire. I want to see them go through the fire first. Prove that you're great and then fight the great one. Just like Canelo. Canelo, he deserves to be where he's at. So when you see like Benavidez and Charlo and all these people talking about fighting him, he's wondering like, well, shit, when are you guys gonna fight each other? Because I already fought everybody. Like I was here for a reason, and like I made my way, and that's exactly how I'm gonna feel. Okay. Heck yeah. Let me slow it down. Boom. Okay. Okay. Ha! Ha! He just taught me that, guys. Sorry. I'm ready. He lives in me.
Counter hook.
I have those abilities. Huh?
What did he teach you? Counter hook? What did you just learn?
Yeah, counter hook. Take away the jab, take away the straights. With a quick shot. Pow! I have a lot of power. And it's all about setting it up and shutting it down. That's why I got trainers. That's why I got teachers. Yeah. Hey, hey. Hey, hey. Okay.
Put some more. Another hour.
Greatest of all time.
We got about 25-30 minutes left. It should be good enough.
Yeah.
I'm good though. I want to be your left.
Yeah. Okay. That's it, baby. In the king size, begging up for 10 plus me. I need a credit card that's got no limit. In the bedroom in it. 37,000 feet. Room tour bus full of old guitars. Hollywood Boulevard. James Dean is fine for me. I'm going to change this life for fortune and fame. Cut my hair or change my name. Bang, 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 bang. Boom, 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 boom. I want to be a rock star. Hey, hey, I want to be a rock star. Woo!
Good one. Freddie, have you ever had a fighter with this much personality?
His name was Manny Pacquiao. Y'all don't know what he was. You don't get an entourage like that just being Filipino. This motherfucker had a personality. Underneath all those smiles, he was fucking people's heads up. up your team.